capital of Scotland.
So everybody's got a castle in Scotland, right?
But everybody pretty much has got a castle in Scotland, you know? So it's like a lot of castles, you know. The Romans built a wall. So when we were colonised by the Romans, by the way, you can't blame the British for everything. You know, I've been bashing on about the royal family the last few weeks and what they've been up to, you know. Prince Harry and that's trying to change his reputation. We all know what you were up to, mate, you know. Anyway, prior to that, we lived in sort of this tribal sort of communities. The Romans came along, provided us a bit of culture, roads, sanitation, and all that type thing. Ended up coming up and building a wall across Britain, and it was Emperor Hadrian's, so it was Hadrian's Wall, and that created the divide between Scotland and England. And in Scotland, you had all the clans, and from there, you know, everyone's got their castle. And if you ever go to Edinburgh, the capital, it's probably the only capital city in the world that's got a massive castle in it, which is really interesting, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is what we're going to do. So this is the Scottish, so the Scotland have qualified, Euro Championships. Last time we qualified was like 1998, believe it or not. I was in Australia, we played in the World Cup, I remember that, you know. So that's a long time ago since we've been in a major competition. So 22 years later, we're back in it. And it's Euros 2020, but it was obviously put back because of COVID, so it's Euro 2021. And now we're in it. So I thought, as a special occasion, you know, and anyone else who wants to be impartial, vote anybody there. You know, you want to vote Scotland, do not vote England, you know, unless you want to have no friends for the rest of your life. You know, I'm not taking away the English in that, you know. I mean, Boris Johnson, you know who Boris Johnson is, Dave?
Yeah.
Prime Minister of Britain. Prime Minister of Britain. You know, the best thing of Boris Johnson, no matter what you think of COVID and that, it was just Boris Johnson went into the COVID wards, right, without a mask or gloves. And like all the doctors had the masks and gloves on. He didn't go in there just when it was outbreaking, you know, and this is like the Prime Minister, you know, shaking everybody's hands. He's like basically in intensive care, dying of COVID. Funnily enough, gets COVID himself from that, you know. Why would you want that guy to be in charge of your country? You know, that's like the height of stupidity. The stupidest person in the world's not going to do that. Here's the Prime Minister of Britain. He's a bit of a buffoon. So he gets COVID, nearly dies, you know, comes on TV, looking to sorry for himself, you know. Anyway, he's still in charge of the country. This is why Scotland want independence, you know. Don't want that guy running. You know, if you put it like that, you know, a lot of people think, oh, we can't leave Britain. But wait a minute, the guy's just done that, you know. People think that guy's making it up. I'm not. Google it. Anyway, back to Scottish. We're going to teach us a song. No, it's true. We can find the picture. No, it's true. This is how he got COVID. He went into the COVID wards, you know, with no gloves on or mask, shaking everyone's hand, you know. So it's like, whether you believe COVID or not, you know, some of these people don't believe in it. You're still, even at that point, you're still not going to go into the COVID ward where everyone's dying of it and shake everyone's hand, no matter what your viewpoints are, you know. And like, especially the doctors are all in the full suits and that, you know. It's just like, what's this guy up to? I'm not shaking his hand now. So anyway, Scotland's qualified, so we're going to teach the song that we tried to do last time, okay?
Right.
So I'll sing the first line, and it's the song we're going to sing is our song, the Tartan Army song. So the Scottish fans are called the Tartan Army. And we've got a song about a soft drink. So this soft drink we're going to sing about is called Iron Brew. So I wonder if I can... Iron Brew, which in Scotland, it's the only drink anywhere in the world that outsells Coca-Cola as a soft drink in any country. You believe that? Unbelievable.
Cool.
That's because we just basically drink this stuff, you know? That's what it's all about. In Scotland, and if you've got a hangover in Scotland, right, which with Scottish people is quite a lot. So if you've got a hangover in Scotland, I'm not saying it's just, if you've got a hangover, then, you know, this is the stuff you want to, let me see if I can find look, Scotland bans Iron Brew. There's a picture of Trump in the front of this one.
Scotland bans it?
Yeah, like, wait a minute. I wonder if it's anything to do with this picture. I don't know how Trump's managed to get himself involved in it, you know?
Because he's orange.
Over-image. Maybe that's why, you know, don't drink too much Iron Brew everybody. You're like, oh, here we go, right. So I'll show this picture. The Iron Brew's in the background. So let's have a look. Here we go. So there we go. So look at the colour. They've obviously done him, you know. So this is in Scotland's grandmother, you know, Trump's grandmother is from Scotland, you know. And Trump's Scottish there. So we look at you can see me and my mouse there as well. And that orange there, the top right of his head, right, below his hair. And now look at the orange from the Iron Brew. It's pretty similar, guys, you know. He is. He's probably drank like maybe 2,000 bottles of Iron Brew, and that's what happens to you, you know. So, but there's a lot of people from Glasgow, that orange as well. Back in the old days, you know, because it's not sunny, they went to these tanning salons where you would go in and, you know, over here you cover yourself with cream, but in Scotland the opposite is. If the minute the sun's out, it's like tops off. There's the things, the tops off. Everyone takes their tops off, but you know, like, doesn't matter where you're muscling. Big fat guys and that tops off, burn themselves bright red. Enjoy the sunshine, you know. And Trump's taken it a bit too far, and he's gone bright orange. So anyway, this is our drink. Nothing to do with Trump, by the way. And if you get a chance to buy it, it's good. You know, it's better than Coca-Cola and that. So I'll sing the first line, then you guys sing the second line, and then we'll do it like that. Okay. So, we hate Coca-Cola. Now you.
We hate Coca-Cola.
We hate Coca-Cola.
Right, we'll do it together. We'll start again. We hate Coca-Cola.
We hate Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
We hate Pepsi too.
We hate Pepsi too.
It's shite.
It's shite.
It's shite.
Yeah, perfect. It's shite. We're the Tartan Army.
We're the
retarded army.
And we hate. We love Iron Brew.
And we love
Iron Brew.
And then you do a sort of, you know, they get a bit more dramatic here. We're the Tartan Army.
We're the
Tartan Army.
And we love Iron Brew. So we'll start from the beginning. We'll sing it together now. It's really not that difficult to remember. Most of our songs have simple lyrics. That's why they're so good. So even Trump gets them right. Okay, here we go. Trump's leading the way. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We hate Coca-Cola. We hate Pepsi too. Shite.
It's shite.
We're the Tartan Army. And we love Iron Brew. We're the Tartan Army. And we love Iron Brew. Boom. That's like perfect, guys, you know? So hopefully that there. Don't know if they're going to be using that in the old Scottish promotional video for the Euros 2020. we could send it into the American TV channel here and see if they'll put it on for like 5 minutes. I doubt it, though, you know? So it's because Coca-Cola sponsors stuff, so they're not going to like us slagging them off, you know? So it's better than Coke anyway, you know? So, and they used to get them in these glass bottles back in Scotland. And what happened was you would get 20 pence back. So that it would cost you 50p for the bottle. You would drink the bottle and then you would originally get 10p back when you returned the glass bottle. And they would take the glass bottles and fill them up. And if you ever taste Coca-Cola or anything or Pepsi out of a glass bottle, sometimes you get to do it in other countries. It just tastes so much better than out of the plastic bottles. Yeah. So this was it. And then we had our own version of cola. It was like this red one, Cola Red, you know. It was like, it's basically it looked like something you pour down the drain.
It's shite.
It's shite, exactly. That's not even an American swear word, you know. It's from people out there. It's the word shite at the end. But that extra E makes all the difference, you know. So we try and bring that into the old American dictionary later in the year. We'll petition to see if it gets in, you know. We'll see what happens.
You'll find it on
All
the
right.
website, in the library.
Exactly. We'll get a shadow ban from TikTok probably, you know. So we'll wait and see. They might not shadow ban us for that, you know. We're not saying anything negative about the Chinese government.
This week.
This week, you know, nothing negative about what's going on with them. So it's that as well. Nothing negative with the Russian government. You know, we're giving Trump a bit of a bashing that social media seems to like that. So they might keep that section in, you know. So
Yep.
that's it. The Chinese don't mind that one. We'll let that one slide, you know. Perfect.
Well, he almost is the color of Iron Brew.
He is the color of Iron Brew, you know.
He is.
The Trump train trolls. We've got 2 Trump train trolls now, people. Perfect, you know. And then there's some other guy that's an English, and we've got some English troll guy that's bashing us on YouTube, believe it or not, you know.
Really?
He goes, what was his comment was? It was the BP rig disaster. And then he goes, BP was the company, man, you idiot, you know. So I checked his profile and stuff, and he was just, there was no need for that comment, you know. We didn't go out and onto your page and slag you off, mate, you know what I mean? So it was like, anyway, that's it. We've got and then our Bitcoin stuff's great, you know. The more we speak about Bitcoin, we get loads of Bitcoin people. Last video had like 25 comments on it as well. So,
Oh, wow.
Next show, maybe we do a little bit more on the blockchain and Bitcoin.
Yeah. So that's it. It's something what we're supposed to be talking about. No, but the stuff about Trump and Iron Brew, that's another thing to let people know. He's Scottish. His granny probably forced him to drink. He might have been drinking Iron Brew since he was a baby, a toddler. He might have not been He might not have been breastfed. He might have been Iron Brew fed.
Maybe it was a bottle of Iron Brew with the nipple on top.
Yeah, maybe you might be right there, shit. You know. On that note, I think we should call it a day, guys, today. You know what I mean? We'll be getting a few shadow bans for that. So